You're listening to the Men's Health Foundation podcast. I'm David Watson.
And I'm Tristan Huo.
Men's Health Foundation is a healthcare provider where exceptional care is delivered with cultural competency to meet your individual needs. Specializing in men's health, caring for all.
Each episode, we welcome members of our care team to discuss trending topics in medicine and wellness to help you take charge of your health.
Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome to our Men's Health Foundation podcast and our special Black History Month edition. I know that we're used to seeing our lovely David and Tristan over here, but because of the times, luckily, we have some new celebrity guests and some even more celebrity guests helping us today. So I will introduce myself. My name is TJ Griffin. I am the program manager for community engagement here at Men's Health Foundation. My lovely co-host.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie, the MCC and PSS program manager at Men's Health Foundation.
Yes, and we have some amazing guests, some friends of the family here at our podcast today. Very excited to have these people bring their outside perspectives to us. So we're going to start with Miss Brandye Combs. Would you like to introduce yourself, or you want me to do the honors?
You can do the honors.
Okay, this is Brandye Combs. She is one of my fellow partners in crime with D2C. She manages D2C at JWCH, or better known as Wesley.
Yes.
She's an amazing person, also in the mental health field as well. So she wears many hats, one of the sweetest people I've ever met. So happy to have her here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, TJ.
Yes,
I'm honored to be here.
Okay, great. And Royal. Yes. Royal, no last name, but Royal Telfar. One of the most amazing girls on the runway and also in the field. Whenever I am out and doing work and not doing work, she's at the club working and not working. Okay, so APLA has an honor on their hands having her as a program coordinator in the Out Here clinics, but for outreach in general. She is always in the streets helping the people, connecting them to care, making sure she's up at 2 a.m. working because God knows some people won't. So shouts out to you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, for sure. I'm so happy to have y'all here. I'm so happy to do this. So we're going to start off with a little bit of warming ourselves up, warm the room up with a little game of this or that, okay? So this or that, I'm going to give you two options. Just tell me which one. Egg or no egg in the macaroni and cheese?
Absolutely not.
No egg?
No.
I don't eat mac and cheese.
Okay.
Are you lactose intolerant?
I'm pollo pescatarian.
Period.
I only eat poultry and seafood. No
Okay.
beef, pork, or dairy.
Okay.
Work.
That's why you're so svelte.
Thank you.
Keep the figure, right, period. Okay.
I'm going to say egg.
Thank you. Okay, the egg helps. I've learned how to
That's
cook
a
without the egg.
souffle.
Okay, anyway. So, The Fresh Prince or Different World?
Fresh Prince all the way.
Different world. That's culture.
Different World, no
It is
shade.
HBCU.
It
Yes.
is culture.
Yeah.
You said Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I grew up on. I love Will Smith pre-slap.
Well,
Very much have to say that.
Very much so. Okay, I'm saying Different World. Monica or Brandye? Oof.
See,
The room falls deathly ill.
okay, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Brandye.
Okay.
Only because she was also Cinderella.
Okay.
are we talking personality or music?
We're talking music.
Oh, music? Oh. Still got flustered. No, Monica. I'm
Monica.
sorry.
Okay.
For me.
I'm 100% Monica too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also don't think it's fair to compare the two. They're so different.
They are different, but I
different.
mean, their whole careers have just like been them too. So, but the tour has. Did any of you guys go to the tour?
No.
No.
Did not.
Missed out on opportunity. Me too, but we all missed. Okay, Malcolm X or Martin Luther King?
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. Okay, these girls
No,
here are
fans are
liberals.
Yeah.
Okay,
If fans are buds.
watch your
Malcolm
bearings.
X.
Okay, they might riot in this piece. Vacation, DC or Atlanta?
Neither.
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Like what?
Atlanta.
Neither.
Neither.
Wow.
You don't like
Neither.
DC?
I do, but for a vacation,
I mean,
neither.
which one do you think is taking the Black Mecca? Is it DC or is it Atlanta?
It's different kinds of Black Meccas.
Okay.
I will give you
Like,
that.
you know, like established, older Black Mecca is DC. Kind of more
Young, hot in the
artistic,
streets.
young, hot, creative is
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Okay, so you're going with
DC.
Atlanta. Okay. Brandye, what do you
I'm going to
think?
go with Atlanta as well.
Period. Okay, our last one. Red velvet or sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato pie.
You want a patty pie?
Yeah, I want a patty pie.
Yeah.
What?
same, Sweet potato.
Please.
See, I'm not a big dessert person
Okay.
anyway, so some people might be like, "Oh, you only eat that around the holidays." That's the only time I eat
Yeah, dessert
all that
anyway.
stuff anyway. So
I love
give
a
me the
good
sweet
red
potato.
velvet with some pecans at the top. And
It's just chocolate
It's
cake.
chocolate.
but it don't feel like chocolate cake. It
Yeah.
feels like home. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Period. I see that. We got a little different opinions here. But this also just kind of shows how we have these shared values, as we have this shared experience that is what we consider Blackness, right? And that looks different for all of us because I'm from Florida. Stephanie's from the D, Detroit. I don't know where you're from.
I'm from Baltimore.
From
Or as
Baltimore.
the non-blacks would say, Baltimore.
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 Yes.
Baltimore. But you're from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay. And Brandye?
From the Burbs, Riverside.
Out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inland
okay.
Empire. I
Inland
can't claim
Empire.
LA. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, valid. So I feel like all of our experiences are very different from where we grew up. We have different cultures because the girls out here don't even know what boiled peanuts are. And I don't know how y'all don't know what that is. Now you're looking at me like I'm crazy right now.
No, don't you?
Work. Oh, but she's from Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, but that was like a cultural moment for me. I kind of like my favorite snack. That's what I grew up on. But like, how does Blackness kind of show up for you guys?
And all of our respective cities are actually pretty black.
Pretty black. No, honestly,
Actually,
they really
black.
are. Yeah. So like, how does it show up for you?
It shows up in everything.
Everything.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hardly home, but always repping.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my 313 phone number because I don't want to give up that.
I still got my 904 number, and thank you.
I don't want to give that up. And just, representing for Detroit out here in Los Angeles, there's a lot of transplants from Detroit and from Michigan. It's a different vibe being in the Midwest and having this Midwestern lifestyle coming out here. But I like for my Detroit to always show.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I feel like it shows even when you don't
Right.
do it on purpose. It's just
Right.
kind of like, bro,
Right.
something off about this. Right? So, Brandye, being out in LA, what cultural influences might have shaped like how your Blackness shows up?
Ooh, that's a good one. As you mentioned, there's a lot of transplants here
Yes.
in LA, and folks expect y'all to, expect us to look a particular way. I think getting in community with other women like me, professional women, has been so helpful for me, and really, standing on in my Blackness and in my kind of Blackness, because I've been told all my life I talk like a white girl, right? I can't help that I, went to a school that was predominantly white,
Right.
but finding, a community here of women who look like me, who, have similar professions, goals, and whatnot, has really helped me kind of stand in my Blackness and really, be about business, be okay with being
Period.
Black.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I feel like I've gotten that. I feel like all of us might have had that Oreo experience where people have said something like,
Definitely.
you talk too white, or like you want to be white, or like, do you date white guys? And it's like, literally, I just went to school. I don't even know what happened. Like, this wasn't even intentional. Like, it can come out at the right time, but but like naturally, it just kind of progressed on its own.
Yeah.
What parts of your Blackness do you carry in professional rooms that like sometimes you just can't even avoid, but you still carry it with you in your professional rooms?
I feel like it's the way I speak. I'm very, I don't want to say assertive, but to a degree I'm assertive. I'm very much so like I'm standing in this and I'm not going to back down. Like I'm like, this is what it is. And I try to keep the culture at the top of everything that I do. Since my program is also for Black women, so I'm like, everything has to be Black.
Yeah. Honestly, for those who are not familiar, so could you give us a little bit about what your program is and how it
Yes. So
helps?
my program is called Healthy Him. We focus on Black MSM 18 to 39, and we basically offer services, same thing you guys do essentially. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, yeah. And I mean, I think that is important, especially in that space, to show up as yourself because you're representing yourself and you're connecting to people who are similar to us. So it's like, why would I not? Why would I not bring it with me?
Yeah. I make sure it's with me all the time too, because we weren't allowed in a lot of these rooms, not too long ago. So you gonna know that I'm here.
You gonna know. You gonna see it.
You're gonna see it too.
You gonna feel it.
But you gonna feel it. A lot of times you're gonna hear it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So on the flip side of that, and this is, for anybody really, what parts of yourself do you find yourself sometimes having to leave behind to just make it ahead in those spaces?
Same answer almost. My banginess. I gotta leave the banginess sometimes. I'm like, I'm articulating something, and then I'll start using my hands, and then the Baltimore start coming out, and then like you said, like the voice changes, or like no, the accent. People are like, you don't sound like you're from Baltimore, but I'm like, I'm just talking.
Yeah.
But certain words you'll hear it when I get angry or something. It's like, okay, wait, I say room or like get the room or something. It's like, okay, now I hear it.
Now to hear it.
But it's like, yeah, I try to leave that out. Sometimes.
Leave that out.
If we in certain meetings, depends.
With certain people.
Yeah, right.
Brandye, what about you?
You know what? I show up as me. This is me here at work and in my community, all of it. My AAV may look different or sound different than other folks, but this is me. I'm not on social media anymore, but my little handle used to be unapologetically B. That's just me, who I am.
Yeah, 100%. And we are not a monolith, right? So like our experiences look so different. Some of us have to do a little bit more work to fit the mold, and some of us just, it naturally is seamlessly there. We know how colorism works, right? And so like the darker we are, the more aggressive people can perceive us to be. And in those times, some of us who are just really walking in our blackness in that way have to just decide, what can I bring with me today? Because they're already seeing so much on the outside. Yeah. Right. What can I bring just to make it to the next point?
Yeah, I would add, I haven't been able to have that choice, right? Like as a dark-skinned Black woman growing up with predominantly white folks, going to PWI college, like I haven't had a choice. This is me. I come in Black. They're already going to perceive me as this particular way.
I didn't go to a PWI. Did you go?
I did, sadly.
You did?
I did.
See, I went to kind of like a hybrid. I went to a PWI in Detroit.
So
So take that as you wish.
Yeah. How was that experience in college for you? Did you feel any way? Was there ever any moment that you're like, oh, okay, this is how it's going to be forever?
The strange thing is, it was similar to high school, right? I thought I fit in, but I stood out very much. And honestly, it wasn't until after college that I realized, that this wasn't okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That my experiences, all of that was minimized. And, hindsight, we can take it for what it is. But I do recognize those instances where I may have not been allowed in particular spaces or whatnot when I was in college. Back then, I didn't get it. I didn't understand. But now I'm like, oh, that's why. This is what it is.
That's why. Oh, my God. I had a horrible experience as well. Before I transferred to my HBCU, I took 2 years at a community college. And I had a teacher, a specific teacher, and I was, when in the beginning, before you get your financial aid, you got to do some work or whatever.
Yeah.
But they give you like a trial of the book before whatever, then you buy the whole thing. And at the time I was in college, but my community college was based on FSU. So I went to FAMU. So we had FSU and FAMU. So it was like the HBCU and then this huge white institution that is popular for football. Great. So they based the community college on FSU's curriculum because everybody was kind of like funneling
that was
there.
where they're going.
They wasn't worried about what the Black people were doing. Right. So I was on the FAMU track, but my teachers were getting me ready for FSU. So needless to say, I did not have my financial aid yet, and I wanted to get some homework done. So I emailed my teacher like, hey, can you just open up more homework so I can get it done before my financial aid comes because I can't afford the book. So I can do the work. I just want to get some ahead because it should be coming within the coming weeks. The rest of the students, they had money. Right. So they just bought the book, but I just could not afford it. And so my teacher emailed me back and was like, no. First of all, no. Second of all, if you did not have enough money to afford the book, you probably shouldn't have went to college. And I kid you not, and I was so young at the time, like it didn't hit me that way. I just was like, dang, right? You know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe I shouldn't do this scholarship because I cannot afford this. And I ended up affording what I talked to somebody in my family. They was like, absolutely not. Send that to your dean. So I ended up talking to the dean. The dean took me out of her class and also bought the book for me and had this whole sit-down conversation with me. Yeah, and he explained to me, he was like, we've been having some issues with her temperament, but it's because she's going through a divorce and just show her some grace. And I'm like, grace?
She didn't show me grace.
She didn't show me grace.
Like, grace, please. But I think in hindsight, I kind of always looked at that moment seeing that, like, okay, I'm going to go to HBCU because a PWI is going to prepare me for a world that I'm going to be in for the rest of my life. I just want to spend at least 4 years with my people. I want to get 4 years getting what I need from people to charge me up for what I'm going to face because this is how they're going to look at me. Like, the world is prepared for people down that path, and I just was not prepared for that at that time. So I spent my time at HBCU and got what I needed to get myself ready for where they was going to take us. Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
It was awful. It was actually awful.
Well, the end result.
The end result. Absolutely.
It's about the
proud
journey.
graduate of 2 HBCUs, Clark Atlanta, FAMU.
No, I wish I went to a HBCU. I always wanted to. I got into a couple, but like all the ones I got in were so close to home, and I was like, I want to be so far away. And then I eventually went to a performing arts college in California, and then I transferred back to Pittsburgh to go to this PWI. But I joined a Black Greek letter organization.
Oh, word.
So yeah, I'm a part of the Divine Nine. But when I joined, I was like, okay, this is my little token of Blackness that I can at least appreciate while I'm at this PWI. So I guess I kind of got a little bit, but not really.
Okay. How do you feel about people renouncing their letters?
It sucks.
Okay.
Why?
She's
It's
Divine Nine, too.
performative.
Oh, and she is a big
Yes.
black girl. The boots, the hat. It's intentional.
It's performative,
Yeah.
I think. You know.
I could see that. They weren't. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get to that another
yeah.
time.
That's a whole nother podcast,
It
girl.
is, honestly.
But so for us, and us, or maybe us, but like our Blackness shows up differently, obviously, right? But like, how do you feel like, or if you feel like your skin color in particular has impacted your experience? I know you mentioned before, like you didn't have a choice because it was literally just white people and you. So it's like, it's obvious, but just the range of the tones of who we are and the colors that our skin vary. How has it impacted your experience?
Well, I think I kind of have. I don't have a choice either, but my options are like, which side do you want to be on? I don't consider myself mixed. Even obviously, though.
Something went wrong.
I feel like mixed is like 50-50, like your direct mom and your direct dad.
Yeah.
That's not happening. My mom and dad are black, but obviously,
Yeah.
there's some down the line. But there were always times that I had to prove my blackness to other people. Oh man, you're light skinned. You don't know what's going on. You don't have to deal with this. I'm like, but wait. Because like with people that are not black, they know that I am black.
Absolutely.
So there is no like ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I was kind of pushed and pulled like, how black do I want to present? And then I'm like, 100%. Like, take it or leave it, but you're going to take it because I'm going to give it to you full force.
Every time.
And I went to almost all white high school. So I've never even lived in the suburbs in my entire life. But I went to high school in the suburbs because, Detroit public schools.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to deal with, other things like, oh my God, you live in Detroit? Ooh, we can't have the sleepover at your house because my car is going to get broken into. Or like those other microaggressions. I was the only girl on the black swim team. And they'd be like, Stephanie, I really want to comb your hair. Oh, wait, my comb is going to break. So I was never not reminded of my blackness.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me go black first.
Yeah.
So you don't have to remind me of who I am.
Don't
You ain't got to worry about me.
You don't even have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about me at all.
At all. So look at Phil. But Brandye, so have you experienced, and also Royal, I mean, have you, just as a Black woman, but just being a person in general, have you experienced sharing spaces with other Black people who might be lighter, because we some brown-skinned babies, and just who might be lighter and might have seen how people's temperament is different with them than yours?
That's a really good question.
I hope not.
I'm trying to think about it. Honestly, I don't know.
I would say yeah.
You think so?
Definitely. I remember, I think we all go through maybe a phase of being bullied. And I think I was bullied at a time, especially with the younger generations. When growing up, it was like, the African booty scratcher and all that stuff.
Oh, my God.
And it was like, am I even that dark? But I remember being like 6 or 7 years old and coming home to my grandmother and being like, I want to bleach my skin. I remember saying that like verbatim to her, and she was like, why? And I was like, well, Michael Jackson did it. Like, why not? So it was like a thing. I was like, I just want to be lighter. Like, then as I got older, I was like, girl, like, you good. Like, it's okay. Like, yeah.
It is deeply seated in our communities, like how we see ourselves, and how within ourselves we have identified ourselves, and we have created our subclasses of people in ourselves, and like being a Black man, how if you're light skinned you're seen as soft, and then being dark skinned you're seen as rough, and you're seen as aggressive, and it's like you have actually no idea.
Right.
You have no
At
idea.
all.
And then where do we fall? With like the people that kind of like fluctuate, like the brown skin, red skin guys. That like in the wintertime I'm a little soft, but then in the summer I'm, like I don't know what to do. It's I'm all over the place. And just having those personal experiences that we know we have growing up, how has any of those kind of shown up in your clients in any way, or have you noticed those health disparities kind of show up in your clients and how they might be treated? Maybe not necessarily at your clinics, but just in life.
I think mainly with Black women too, because a lot of our pain is minimized. A lot of our concerns that we bring up to health clinics is minimized, is because we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be taking care of everything. All of you guys are single moms, so you guys know how to do everything. Just hop to it, and we could see that, and not so much care here, but you could still see it when people have that experience at another clinic, and obviously that doesn't just dissipate going to another clinic. So they might have that wall up when they come to Men's Health or whatever, like, or wherever clinic, JWCH, APLA, or wherever. And so part of our jobs is to help people of color feel like, okay, this is a safe space here. I know you might have been through this, and I'm not trying to minimize that trauma or experiences that you had, but it's cool here. We're good.
We're good. Okay. What about you all?
Give me some time to think. I'm sorry.
Like, what do I want to say?
I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I feel like a lot of Black women, Black cis women and Black trans women.
Yes.
I feel like darker skin always get the harder burden of it because we have them come in for services, and some people are a little iffy. In our clinic, I'm not going to name names, but they give a little, nasty attitude to them sometimes, and it's like, why are we doing this? Like, it's not. I don't get it. But it's rare, because then the other side, you'll have a lighter Black woman come in, and then it's like, oh, hi, how are you today? It's like, why the mood change?
Yeah.
So
have you ever? I mean, I feel like we all have, but I know. Have you ever like seen a client kind of come in, and then once they see you, they're like, you just kind of see this relief happen when they like notice, okay, there's another Black person here. And you know what I'm saying? Or somebody calls you into a room and now they were just dealing with someone else and it was like uncomfortable or tense, or they describe them as this, and then you go into the room and you're talking to them like, and they like, just that nonverbal communication that we're able to do, and you know what I mean? You're like, girl, okay. It's just, I think it's important for us to be in these spaces because that little sigh of relief helps people get to where they need to be.
Exactly.
Now they're going to actually open up and tell you what's really happening. It's that medical mistrust. Like, I know that for me in college, one of the first things that shaped who I was as a Black professional was learning about the Tuskegee experiment. I feel like it just changed how I viewed things in the medical field because I was going into it and I'm just like, learning about that, but learning about so many things prior and after that, learning about Henrietta Lacks and just how we have been used and abused historically for the greater good, but without our consent. And learning about those men, because I'm like, those are Tuskegee Airmen. Those are from a prestigious university and a HBCU. So they targeted these people specifically, but not only that, I went to a HBCU. Like what of that is still impacting how my people see medical care? Because we have a reason to be mistrusting. We have a reason to not trust doctors, to not trust new. We don't need to be the first. Hey, if something came out, all right, let the other girls get it first, and then we'll see if it works. You know what I mean? But we have that relationship. And I was explaining to someone prior, like, we go to the same doctors, and the same doctors are successful in Black neighborhoods because of this circle of trust. You got one of your girlfriends, your auntie, your cousin that go there, and she say, okay, she's good to go to, you gonna go to. But they open up a random doctor's office, baby, it's gonna take them some time before they get some clients up in there, because we have a reason to not trust. So I feel like Tuskegee really kind of shaped how I looked at my practice as a medical professional. But is there any historical events or things in general that kind of shaped how you viewed your practice?
Yeah. Like what's going on right now to Black women, right? We can't trust maternal health care. They're not listening to us.
True.
So, it's definitely shaped my experience. I really find myself wanting to show up in these spaces and be representative and just say, hey, I hear you, I see you. And not just because of what happened in the past, but because I'm also going through it too. I have not been heard. My, medical needs have been dismissed and whatnot. So, it's just so unfortunate. And it doesn't matter status, anything. Like we've heard about Serena Williams. Like we hear about it all day, every day. Even the doctors that are working in the field are passing away. So, this is where I'm living it.
100%.
She put it best. She
Okay.
said it.
Literally. That
Literally.
Thank you. Very good. This is something I also wanted to ask. How does your Blackness compound or intersect with your other identities? For you all living as women, having that experience, for you being a gender nonconforming person, for me being a Black man, how do these things kind of compound, if they compound at all, or they intersect? And how do you decide which side to decide to be or show up as in those moments?
Well, kind of like what she said earlier, like we can't really hide it. So I always come out Black woman, first and foremost. In spaces like this where I work at Men's Health Foundation, I'm really ringing the alarm, Black woman, Black woman, Black woman, Black woman. So, I'm also like over 6 feet tall. And not as svelte as some others here. And so, I am seen, but I also want to be heard. And so what I portray is strong Black woman, because I also don't need people to think I am sassy Black woman or bitchy Black woman. I don't need to be the loudest Black woman, but I am sometimes. And sometimes I'm the only Black woman. But I just need to occupy space. So I feel like my Blackness is very, very big.
Yes, but for sure. You show up unapologetically all the time. And I think it is more difficult, I would even say, for you in particular, because yes, you do have the privilege of being fair skinned, but that kind of gets knocked away when you realize, okay, first of all, she's an Amazon. So she is 6 feet tall or more. So that little, soft, small, non-existent doesn't really work with you. And then on top of that, you're educated. And so you have a voice, you have an opinion. And so those things do kind of compound on top of the Blackness. Like you're not just a little Black girl, like you are a Black woman.
Correct.
Up in the space.
Correct.
And you don't really have the opportunity to kind of choose to not be as Black because you a thick madam. Yes, girl. Right. So, Roya, how do you feel with your gender expression and identity, and just queerness in general? And me and my best friend have this argument all the time. He is a trans man, and we always have this argument: what goes first, our blackness or our queerness?
Oh, my blackness always.
And
It's always
yes,
blackness.
it's always the blackness.
Yes, you're gonna see me being black before you see me like in my expression.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you'll see my expression, but it's like, oh, they're black.
Yeah.
That's the first thing white people are gonna see. So yeah. I have so many different intersectionalities, and I think I try to show up in the space, as you said, with everything forefront as much as possible. Again, obviously black is first, but then like, oh, you're GNC. Being one of the first GNCs to do as much as I've done so far in ballroom alone is like, okay, fab. But then it's like, okay, I'm also part of a Black Greek letter organization. So I'm like, I'm keeping up with that. Then I'm like, it's just a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Being in public health, it's like all these different little mixes is like, okay, I have to show up with my blackness first, and then I'll put these things after it. Yeah.
That makes sense. And with your Greek letter organization, did you ever have any issues with identity once you kind of came into your full self and you're like, this is for men?
Yes.
Do they want me here? Because I know that there was a lot of conversations about trans women trying to get into sororities and trans men trying to get into fraternities. And we, you know, as queer people and black people, we gonna make our own anyway. So we did make, you know, there are spaces that are specifically designed for. However, historically, they still want to participate, because why should I not be shut out? So with you and your expression, was there, because I know you did this probably in college, so this was, so was there ever a point where you're like, do I need to denounce this? Do I need to separate? Or was there ever a point where they came to you and be like, hey, we respect you, but this is for men?
So I'm the ultimate legacy. My grandfather's a founder of my organization. So when it came to be, it was like, okay, well, he already knew I
You don't
was
have a
queer.
choice.
Exactly. And they was like, well, this is the founder's grandchild. Like, that's just what's going to be. But then I feel like over time I noticed like, okay, y'all kind of just too for me. And I'm just like, I'll be present, but it doesn't really, we're not really clicking how
I don't need to be running for national president.
Exactly. And I feel like similar to ballroom, it's like you can like your organization, but you don't have to like your chapter. I love my organization. I did not like my chapter. So I think that's where that was for me. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. And I mean, that is kind of one of those moments where our intersection where we do have to choose. Like my blackness now has to kind of come second to this queerness, because the space that I'm in is looking at me like this.
That part.
Yeah.
Brandye, how do you feel? And with your intersection of being a woman in public health and being black?
I like what you said, Stephanie, about the way we physically show up. I am also very tall, right? And I am expected, or people assume that I'm that angry black woman.
Yeah.
And I'm actually not. If you haven't noticed, I'm soft-spoken and very passive.
Yeah.
And so I think I go back to this idea of not having choice, you know. I'm going to show up as that soft-spoken black woman in the spaces that I am in, but also, you know, folks have to be willing to receive me and not just assume that I am that angry black woman, especially being in leadership position.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. That's what I said. I was like, knowing Brandye, she is very soft-spoken, but she's super, super duper sweet, extremely educated, and also just like has a great grasp on the concept of what we're doing. Like, she sees it from a lens that makes sense. But I think that just walking into a room, people are going to be like, I could just imagine, you know, like people are like, well, do we want to hire her? Do we want to have her? Should she be here? Because she might cause issues. And like prejudging her, and I have no idea that she's going to be the least problematic person in the room at most times. And that's just kind of a testament to how we are perceived by the world, and how this has kind of worked with us being in the public health sector. Do you ever feel a huge weight just because you are black and you are working in public health, and most of the time, most of the disparities, we are high up on the list? Do you feel obligated to do this work? Do you feel obligated to give grace, or do you feel sometimes like you're looked at as sympathetic?
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Yeah. Yes, and all the above.
All of the above.
You know, I feel like, you know, some of the things you were talking about before with like Tuskegee and all that stuff, is like, we got to help educate too in public health that, yes, that happened. Yes, this is happening still to certain degrees, but also we need to go to the doctor. We need to get checked up. We need to take labs, take our medicine, be a part of research and vaccine development and all that stuff, because if it's not made for us, then that could be a problem too. And we won't know if it's not made for us if we don't participate in these things. So a lot of it's just not just counseling, but it's also the education too. Like, hey, this stuff is safe. We're trying to figure out what works for us, not just for white men, because they're good. They're good.
Honestly.
We got to figure out what works for everybody else. And, you know, a general consensus, like seeing us in these spaces too, like you were saying before, is like, okay, let me inquire about that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they still have their isms that us as professionals help them go through, but just seeing us here at the table on the podcast, in the offices, helps
Yeah.
a lot.
Just the present.
Yeah. So I feel like I have a burden to do it, but I also chose it.
Yeah.
Because all of us are here for a reason. We all
Yes.
chose our jobs for a reason. We're still in our jobs for a reason, especially after everything was happening with all the budget cuts and all that stuff that's happening. Currently still. We're still here, and we chose to be here because we need to be here and we want to be here. So I think it's important to also give us like a little, you know, pat on our back too, because we're willing participants.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, 100%, because the work is not easy. And I think something I kept with me that I learned early in college, because I went to HBCU, is that all of my professors would tell me, you're smart, great. They're not going to care. You're going to have to work twice as hard to get half as far. And that has been something that I have kept feeling the truth of over and over and over and
They'll
over
let you
again.
never let you forget.
They will never let you forget it. And so that I keep in my head, because I'm like, well, why does this person get, or how come I feel like I'm better suited? But it doesn't matter, because I am already 2 steps behind a 3-step race with somebody else that has possibly not had to do half the work. And that is just the reality of how this shows up. What are some things or phrases or things, it's just things that you might have learned that are realities that we kind of are taught young, you know, like our parents are telling us to, like, well, okay, when the police pull you over, keep your hands here, do these things. But we hear them, but we don't actually experience them until we get older. So, like, there are some things that you might have been taught young that you are really feeling now as an adult professional.
Yeah, don't speak up. Don't say anything. You just put your head down and do the work. Don't cause any trouble.
Yeah, because, I mean, why would you? Like, you barely deserve to be here. So, like, yeah, like, don't cause any trouble. Has that been difficult to find a safe spot to where you can cause enough trouble that you're seen, but, like, also not too much that you're like, get the boot?
Yeah, sure. I think also, you know, my personal journey just on my own and speaking up for myself definitely comes to play. And it is a little bit challenging because I'm like, this isn't right. And whether it's for me or my clients or the organization, whatever it is, it's like, no, we need to stand up and say something. And at the same time, I'm just like, well, am I going to ruffle the feathers? Am I going to risk my job? Am I going to risk, you know, being blackballed, whatever you want to call it? So it takes a balance, but I think I do it in a way that is, I don't know, can be received.
Well,
yeah.
makes sense. What about you?
I don't think so. I can't think of nothing on top of my head. When you were talking about, well, work-wise, no. I think when it comes to, like, police, yes. Like, always, like, don't get aggressive, don't talk back. I think I tend to act even more feminine.
Yeah.
When I get pulled over, I'm like, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Like,
because they calm down. Like,
exactly.
they honestly
They don't
do.
feel a threat anymore.
They do
It's
not
like,
feel a
okay,
threat
this is
anymore.
this little black
Which is
boy.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
it's sad, but
they do not. Stephanie?
Yeah.
Anything come to mind specifically for you, or maybe even something you would tell a younger version of yourself?
Well, kind of on the flip, like how it really takes a village, not only to raise a child, but it takes, in today's terms, like community. Like this, like, is community.
Yeah.
You setting this up for everybody as part of your community, showing your community that, you know, hey,
We here.
we're not alone either.
Yeah.
You know, and being in a Greek organization, Black Greek organization, and I'm in Jack and Jill with my son, you know, so I'm making different communities too. You know, since I have applied for school. I'm trying to make another community networking.
Yeah.
So, just really listening to that, and we aren't alone in this. Even though we might be one or two or three, there's somebody else.
There's somebody out there.
Somewhere else. So community is really important.
Yes. I mean, community is literally everything for me specifically. I just can't imagine. Like, I know that family is very important to people, but my family is my community. I've always had a better connection to community than I have with family. So me making community bonds has always been like a high priority for me. I feel like it is what really makes me personally feel seen, is when I am able to give to my community and also take what they're able to offer. What are some things that in your personal life make you feel seen?
That's a good question.
I'll piggyback off of the community. I've had this intentional exploration of what it means, for me to be Black and surrounding myself in Black spaces. And so having Black girlfriends, going to, the events that are catered to or
Black
specific.
Center.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Black centered, because as strange as it sounds, that's what allows me to feel seen, specifically as someone that grew up in, predominantly white community.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I never, until I moved over here, because I've been living in the South my whole life.
Right.
Been rucking and shucking and jiving.
Right.
So I never thought about how people who live in spaces that are not necessarily predominantly Black have to intentionally find Black spaces. Like, every space was Black for me. So I did not know that there were spaces outside of that weren't. But that is a great point, that you do have to be intentional about finding community when your community is not the dominant group. Some people can't relate to that because they've always been the dominant group.
I would say the same thing. I feel like once I came out here, I was like, there's not a lot of Black events and things happening out here at all.
No.
And I'm used to Baltimore. I'm like, okay, this is like, it's Black. I don't care where I go. It's going to be Black.
It's going to be Black.
Here, it's like, okay, we have one night where we can go out and have fun, and it's like another one night. And it's like, okay.
Night get moved around.
Exactly.
The club get shut down.
It's like, when can we actually be there every night, no matter what time, what day?
Any
it's like,
day.
we can go.
It's Black
Bulldogs,
karaoke.
Atlanta,
Bulldogs,
anytime.
Black.
Exactly.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, makes sense. What makes you feel seen?
We're gonna edit this out. I don't know. What makes me feel seen? I just think I'm fabulous. So that just kind of
You're just in a way.
it just shows. I glitter.
I mean, you have a son.
I do.
Stephanie is a mother. She's a mother.
I am.
Has an amazing little son photo, and his name is Poet. But yes,
you.
and so they're in Jack and Jill, which is like an organization to help build up the youth. But it's kind of like a
Black
generational Black youth. So I think that when people acknowledge you and all the facets of who you are, it definitely helps you feel seen or makes you feel seen. Because acknowledging the fact that you are a single mother, you are a full-time professional, you are an educated Black woman, you are a sorority-driven woman, you're a community-driven woman, you are a woman who has a trans brother who advocates for the community, who's an ally. And acknowledging those things in the space, I feel like is when I see the little Stephanie light come on. Because sometimes they forget. Like, they're like thinking about what that means, that okay, they're Black, woo, but also because I am Black, I am also stronger, right? I have had to be. I'm more resilient because I've had to be. Yeah. The education was harder for me to attain because there was not a trust fund or a scholarship fund waiting for me. I was also grew up in Black neighborhoods, so that means the schools in the neighborhoods were less funded. So when you say that I am Black, it is an acknowledgement to everything.
Of everything.
So the fact that I am sharing space with people who are in this in the same room with me, just know that it took me. You got here on a plane.
Right.
I got here by walking.
Right.
Okay, and we're in the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
So acknowledge that holistic experience of Blackness.
Absolutely.
Has your flip side, your employer ever made or do things, or what in particular things at your organization make you feel seen or make you feel like, okay, they realize, even if they got some ways to go, They realize.
Well, our organization is allowing us to do it.
Here we are.
Giving us the space and opportunity and, the resources to do stuff like this. I really appreciate the comms team and, everybody else for letting us do this.
Yes, I do appreciate them. I mean, this is great. This is a great thing in general. But I think our comms team and even our management, they are very open to what we're bringing to the table. I know Men's Health Foundation, we have our values, and one of the things that we do is that we listen and we act. And I have all white managers. Surprise, surprise, not surprised at all. However, my white managers are also very understanding. And so when I say, hey, we need to do this for the people, they're like, okay, do
Set
it.
it up.
Yes, do it. Because I don't know, but I feel like it's important. And that is like all I need. You know what I mean? I don't need somebody to be like coming in with their dashikis on. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I just need you to know and give me the space to do what I need to do. So I mean, obviously appreciate our amazing comms team and just our team at Men's Health Foundation. But I don't know how it is over there, but APLA, I love what they're doing. Like I do. They give a lot of space, especially to the ballroom girls. Gia has her class. Yes. Malik has his class. I see you guys everywhere in the spaces. I see y'all are always targeting like the black clubs, the black nights. Like I see you at Do Not Disturb. I see you guys at Neville's events. Like that to me, there are some organizations who are just like, no, because it's not.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's not as lucrative or it's not this. Like they give the space for us to get there.
I agree somewhat.
Okay.
I think luckily I've had the privilege of having a supervisor that is black. He's a black man. He's from LA. No shade.
Okay.
Love that for you.
When everyone thinks of APLA, they automatically think white organization.
Yes.
And I think even now, we've now showed that the Baldwin Hills location is the black location. So now we have all the black services and programming in Baldwin Hills. But if you go to any other APLA location in LA, it's given.
Okay.
So, but yes, I feel like 11 creating that programming and then that, rocketing, and then we having our Black Queer program going hand in hand. We're the main people focusing on our community. So sharing that space is like, okay, we got it. We doing it, but trying to get it to not be just known as a white organization is kind of hard.
Tough.
It is hard. I'm not gonna lie, but we just show up and do what we can do. So I appreciate you for seeing it. People are seeing it. So
I'm saying it. Yeah. Brandye, what are some things, or even if, girl, we can skip them and we can say what some things they can do better. Because there's always more. Dr. Robinson said that at our last roundtable. She was like, there's always more to be done. And so what are some ways that maybe your organization can, or organizations in general can?
Definitely hiring folks that look like the people you're serving. And I do think my organization does that well. You need to have the providers look like the people that you are serving. How are we supposed to even engage and keep these patients coming in if we can't form a connection? So I think that's really important, but also really investing in diversity and investing in not only the managers, but the staff that are there that can move up the ladder and really be a part of the organization to make the organization a multicultural, diverse organization. Like, what do they say? Like the further you go up, the less Black folks that you see, right?
Yes.
So invest in those people that are there, that are committed to the organization. Lift them up, give them the tools, the support, the mentors, the coaches to get to those spaces, and definitely help shape the services that we provide for the community that we're part of.
Period. No, I mean, yes, I agree. We can do a better job at that as well. But I do think that Wesley is in the trenches. I think that Wesley is in the places where the people are, and I think that is something to acknowledge, right? Because you could be sitting up in the nice office, right? You know what I'm saying, off Sunset. I don't know who has an office off Sunset, but you could be. But you guys are in those spaces, and I think that is a testament to that prioritizing working where our population is.
Absolutely.
And that you guys do have programs that are geared toward our people. Whether it is labeled as Black, we know who we are serving. We know who we're bringing the energy towards. So I think that is important. How are you guys commemorating, or how do you commemorate Black History Month? If you guys don't know, I'm sure y'all know, but this is the anniversary. I don't know, what do you call this? A cotillion? What is it? Centurying? What?
Centennial.
Centennial.
Centennial. Yeah, very good. The centennial, honey.
Yes.
It's 100 years of us celebrating what started as Negro History Week, but now we have Black History Month, where Black people, we always like, why we got the shortest month? But it was chosen. We chose this month, mind you. So but we chose this month because we do celebrate the birthday of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Their birthdays both are in February, so that is why this month was chosen. But it started off as Negro History Week and has expanded to 100 years of celebrating Black history. And people think that it has to be all whatever, but there's small ways to do it. So how are you guys commemorating Black History Month?
Well, I think I have a special thing to do since I have my son. So like we'll talk, because I take him to school and pick him up, and I'll talk about his day, of course, and I'll be like, here's a little tidbit about somebody, or like when we have like special mom and son time, like we've been watching stuff about Malcolm X. That's why I was like, Malcolm X, or just different people. And I'll be like, do you know about this? Because it's weird. My son's school hasn't done a presentation. I haven't had a paper that I had to help my son with, no poster board. Who do I want to be when I grow up type stuff for Black History Month. I'm like, wait a minute now.
Right.
Wait a minute. When it's everybody else's month,
Something suspicious.
we got a performance that I got to help them out with.
we having a fiesta.
And we the most musical instrument.
Okay.
So why don't we got
Why
a
do my
performance?
son got a Scottish bagpipe coming home, but Black History Month, he ain't got no chicken.
Exactly.
I'm aggravated.
We can edit that out. The whole thing is just going to be edited.
Okay, it's gonna be, you're going to have no talking.
The whole time like this. But, so I just make sure that if nobody else is teaching them, I'm going to teach them.
You're giving them.
You know, I am a single mom, but I co-parent.
Period.
And so his dad is also teaching him a lot right now to just, here is a tidbit about such and such and so and so. So we making sure that he's going to learn it somehow, some way from somebody.
Somebody.
And it's expanded 365, honey, not just these 28 days.
365 Black, baby.
Period.
Yes. What about you, Royal? How are you commemorating this?
Work-wise, we're doing a raffle right now. We partner with Simply Wholesome.
Okay.
So we're doing a raffle for 3 individuals, and they gave us some merch, some discounts, a bunch of goodies from all their stuff. So we're doing that.
Love that.
Personally, I am doing 5 movies a day.
Period.
5 Black
Okay.
movies. Last today I watched a bunch of different movies, but I specifically watched Tyler Perry's Joe's Road Trip just came out.
Oh, was it
It's
funny?
a lot. It was funny. There's a lot wrong with it. It would be no Tyler Perry.
Got it.
But,
We know Miss Tyler.
It was really historical. It was
Yeah.
like he put some historical things
Some
in
little
there. and
tidbits
it
in there.
was,
Okay.
it was, it was really
bad.
cute. I was like, come on.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay. Brandy?
I'm with you on the movies. It's just all Black. But also, I'm trying to expand my knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, coming where I came from, I didn't have all Black around me. So I'm, again, intentional. So watching the movies, going to the events, and continuing to build the community.
Yeah.
And it is 365.
It
Yes.
is.
When I need a new eye doctor or veterinarian, I'm like,
looking
where's
at-
the Black? Where the
Yes.
Yes.
I just got a Black doctor.
Yes.
Love
My
her
therapist
down.
is
Good for
Black.
you. Yes, therapist.
Also even
That is
Black
very
owned.
important.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Word.
Therapist also Black, yes.
Yes.
Black.
Yeah,
Black.
Black,
Yes.
black,
Thank you.
black. We love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yes, I'm getting on my movie thing too. I just saw Love Jones. I don't know, for the first time in my whole
Oh,
life.
that's so sad.
I know.
I hear
just
you
was
though.
like, yeah.
I'm
Oh my
sorry to
gosh.
cut you off,
No,
but
you're
I'm
good.
also I did see it though. But recently, I'm trying to catch up on those movies that I
missed. Yeah.
That's fair.
My
Yeah.
partner
That's fair.
he loves a Black classic movie,
Period.
but I
love
just
them
didn't grow up
too,
on them.
But a lot of them
From the
are
South.
like, they're like romantic.
They are
and
rom-com.
Yeah,
but they are lovey-dovey. But there's a lot of non-romantic ones.
I was about to say, Paid in Full.
You have a lot of
Oh, I like those.
Boys in the Hood.
I like
You
yeah.
have a lot of
yes.
violent ones. You can choose violence, woman.
Yes, that's all you got, honestly.
all you
got.
It's so
Between-
sad, but it's the truth.
I mean, no shade. I do love a good slave movie. I know people
Oh,
say that it's
child.
like slave porn, but I do love
over
it.
it.
It's like slave porn. I know it's
so
trauma
over
porn,
it.
but I love it.
It is
I
trauma
do.
porn.
I don't know. It makes me feel. I love like finishing the movie and being really angry at the end, being like.
It
you know
makes
what
me
I'm
hate
saying?
them more.
Yeah, but I like it. I gotta remind myself, so I like the reminder.
Walk outside.
But yeah, Love
Come
Jones
down
was good.
south.
Okay.
Get off of Sunset.
Love Jones was good. So, I
That's
mean,
good.
I'm starting to, he's really into black movies. So he had me watch The Wood for the first time.
That's a
It
good
was
one.
good. The Wood was good.
For the first time, it's
For the
so
first time.
Wow.
I know. But he's helping
You know,
me.
on the flip too, I like to watch movies when it's like race switching. So like Interview with the Vampire.
Tyra Banks?
Like no, like Interview with the Vampire.
okay.
How
Oh,
Louis is supposed to
originally
be
it was-
white,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the actor is black.
Yeah.
So
okay.
and there's always rate. Oh, in the books he had
Okay,
blue
yeah,
eyes and blonde hair, and it's like
in the Reddit, and they're mad. I
in
love
the
that.
Reddit.
Shout
And so
out to Little Mermaid.
I make sure those get the views and the streams too.
that
Like
they
we're
need.
supporting
I love
that.
that. No, Interview with Her was really good too. It was really good. So with Black History Month, I mean, obviously this is our month doing our thing, but Black 365,
Correct.
There's a lot happening politically for us as people, marginalized people in general, and so these are great things to do year round, right? Like these are amazing things for us to do to not only commemorate Black history, but to also just kind of keep ourselves grounded. Do you guys have any particular grounding techniques that you do for yourselves when things get too crazy? I mean, the slave movies do make me a little mad, but like sometimes when you see other things, because it might not even be something that just happened yesterday, that can get you upset. How are you guys keeping yourselves grounded and not going off the handle?
Yeah, therapy helps.
Therapy helps.
Therapy
first.
helps, but my therapist is not on speed dial. So a lot of times I will just like drive home from work, sit in my car for like 10 minutes, just parked, or before I get my son,
Yeah.
just parked like right outside his school, just for like 10 minutes. No phone, no music, just centering myself, getting grounded with whatever, at peace. And sometimes I'll park a little bit farther. This weather is not conducive to it.
Yeah.
But just walking and just feeling what I'm walking. Is my ankle hurting? Is my back hurting? You know,
Yes.
just getting grounded. Like,
Mindfulness.
My back is strong.
right. Like, I
Barry Nina
saw a
Simone about
Waymo. I saw this. Like, just centering myself.
Yeah.
Just even if it's just I walk from 2 blocks away to my son's school, and then the closer I get, the more chaotic it is with the kids being on the playground. It's like, all right, back to
Yeah.
reality. So sometimes I just need to like disconnect, even if it's for a second,
Yeah.
and then get back to reality.
And get back to
Love the
reality.
mindfulness.
Yes.
I would say same thing, similar, very like meditate, sit. I love Janae. She has a bunch of like mantras that she does. I will listen to those back to back, and I'm like, I'm good. Also singing my heart out in my car. I do that a lot.
What's your go-to?
I'm gonna go to SZA every time.
Every time.
Honestly, I have played SZA out for the last 3 years.
Okay,
How
right.
can you sing
Yes.
SZA? She sounds like she's singing in cursive.
She sounds like a baby.
People say that, but like you gotta really know. Like,
Is it the lyrics?
No.
I think it's the lyrics. It's the lyrics.
It's
She
the
be in there.
lyrics.
She be in there.
do. I feel it every time. Between her and Janae, like those are my go-tos
Those are your go-to.
for
Okay.
sure.
Mind
yeah.
you, I'm in the car singing Kelly Price.
Oh wow.
You shouldn't have called me a fat ass Kelly.
Oh,
I'm in the car. Okay. He proposed to me. I'm crying.
Okay.
Old school.
Okay.
Randy, how are you keeping yourself together?
And number one, my therapist, my Black therapist. Absolutely. I have my checklist on my phone. Oh, I need to bring this up to her. I need help.
Yes.
But she grounds me, my people, my community, my tribe. I call them my little board of directors, even if I
Yeah,
need support. You know, they help ground me and also affirm me too and lift me up so
great.
much. They lift me up so much because
Love
I can
that.
get in my head. So, and then of course I agree with the grounding. I like to go home and sit in silence,
Yeah.
like in the dark, and just lay on the floor with my dog, just like. I just want to close everything out,
Shut it
stop
out.
the brain, and just let me just be.
Yeah, I mean, I struggle with anxiety as well, and so like one of the techniques I have is literally going outside and touching grass. I don't know why, but like sometimes
Because you're
just-
from the country.
Because I'm taking these shoes off, baby. You hear me? Okay.
It really is grounding. though.
It does
It
help
is.
me. Yes,
It
just
is.
feeling the grass or just sometimes just like touching the earth and just grabbing a flower off the tree. It really, like, okay, there's a whole world. I need to
Yeah.
like not let myself carry all of this stuff that's happening because there's an actual beautiful world out there that I can connect to just keep myself together. This has been great. Our last actividad that we have, I already told y'all prior, but one Black History person, activist, doesn't necessarily have to be activist, just a figure in general that you feel like we should say their name, somebody that we should keep close to ourselves.
You actually said her name earlier. We should edit that out.
Okay.
Henrietta.
Henrietta Lacks. What's so special about Miss Henrietta?
Well, it is a lot of conversation about consent, informed consent, compensation, experimentation on Black bodies.
I mean,
all of it. How she was going in for cancer treatments, and they were digging up in there, got her cells. We're like, wow, this is amazing. Without her consent. Still being used to this day.
I mean, she has saved
for research,
a million lives.
For cancer, for immunizations, vaccines, you have it.
Yeah.
And decades later, her family found out what was going on.
Yeah.
And so just how our bodies were just disrespected.
Correct. Yeah.
And so that's why I wanted to bring her up.
I mean, she's that girl. Honestly, she really is.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's not proof that the first woman was Black, I mean, Henrietta Lacks.
Okay.
Do you have anybody in mind, Brandye?
This isn't a historical figure. This probably just goes to where I grew up. I don't know. But I'm down for Serena Williams. I know
Serena Williams.
Yes, I know
absolutely.
she is, she's someone now that we see in the media. She's gone through her stuff right now. But I think for me, she has been unapologetically her, despite the chaos that she received when she was just a little girl trying to play tennis.
Yeah.
And she's still her, and I really appreciate that. Yeah. When I get into my head and I start, thinking negative thoughts about me, I think about her and her resilience and the fact that she just doesn't care. Crip walking, at the Super Bowl, and she's still doing her thing. So that's someone, at least personally, that I'm always gonna say her name.
For sure. Her and Venus, like obviously, but definitely Serena because she's a little bit more vocal. Yeah. But like, yes, because why are men policing women's bodies?
Hello.
Like when she came out, she was too strong, so then she had all these allegations, and now we're worried about what she's wearing.
Skinny,
right.
Who
she's married to,
she's an athletic Black woman, so that's enough for people to have accusations that she's something that she's not. Like, yes, absolutely, Serena.
I always say my fun fact when I was growing up is I'm a descendant of Harriet Tubman. So I always kept that. Yes, there's a book in my family home and our family den. My grandfather used to make me read it all the time. But I keep her with me all the time because I'm like, she's in you. And she would also kill the people that would try to put her down.
Thank you.
It was her people.
Thank you.
So
some of y'all got to get put down.
Yeah, hello?
Okay, what's that man's, what is his name? Dr. Umar?
Oh,
I can't, listen, I'm not, he is so annoying, but he has this one clip where he's like, some of y'all got to get put down. And I'll be reciting that all the time because, some of y'all, listen, people think that we always honing in on white people. No, baby, I be tearing the Black people up too. Some of y'all can't make it into the promised land. Y'all got to go. But yes, absolutely. I mean, of course, Queen Harriet, she eats.
What about you?
Yes. What about you?
Yes. So mine is William Dorsey Swann. I mean, I'm not sure if everybody is familiar, but William Dorsey Swann is coined as the first drag queen. He was around in 1887, where clearly before anything, before everything. But he was obviously a Black man. Who dressed up in drag and would host drag balls, underground drag balls for all people. And he was obviously imprisoned and treated poorly, but he continued to walk around as himself, present his gender whenever he wanted to and how he wanted to. And a lot of people do not give him credit for who he was at the time, but he is the originator and innovator and the first documented that we have, and he was a former enslaved person, the founder of drag. So I think William Dorsey Swann is a name that we should, as people who work in the queer sector or HIV sector or just anything, should just remember, like, those giants that we stand on, the people's shoulders that have allowed us to be who we are.
Yeah.
I love that.
William
I learned something new today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Work that out. Okay. William Dorsey Swann, look him up. He's a fab man. But yes, this has been amazing. I am overjoyed with this experience. I'm so grateful that you all have came and shared this time with us. I mean, I can't thank you enough for bringing what you bring. I mean, who would have thought that on Black History Month at our little MHF podcast we would have the descendants.
Right.
Hello. Descendants of Harriet Tubman. It's like, thank you so much, Royal, for your presence and your contributions. Thank you so much, Brandye, for reaching out. Thank you to both of your organizations for allowing you guys to come here on your own time. And even if they wouldn't have allowed you probably still would have came. And
Thanks
I love
for
that
being
you.
here anyway.
Right.
Thank you so much. And of course, my amazing co-host, my right hand, the person keeping me sane up in here.
Keeping each other sane.
And Gregory, but yeah.
Right, Gregory.
Black Greg.
Black Greg.
Yes. But thank you all so much. This has been an amazing way for us to commemorate Black History Month here at Men's Health Foundation. Thank you to our comms team for allowing us to have this space. Yes. All the non-blacks to the back. Immediately. It looks better already. But they're always having these podcasts monthly or trying to do them monthly, and they have amazing topics every time. And they're amazing people as well. So hopefully this will not be our last time together. Hopefully we work together in the future. But until then, we'll see y'all Juneteenth.
Okay.
Period.